top spots for gem hunters in the United States. This is something, of course, for nature lovers and adventurers. But I'm going to start by telling you what happened to me during a family outing with a lot of people. We went to this mountain in the Peloponnese in southern Greece, just south of Corinth basically, and I found garnet schist in the mountain. And how did I know it was garnet schist? Because I took geology in university, and we had gone to, I think it was a national park. I think it was somewhere in upstate New York. And we were also, of course, on this field trip. Each of us were given a set of geological tools, which had a little hammer, a little pick, and things like that. Well, we were told not to take anything from the rocks in the park because we were not supposed to, even if we found gems. And some people trailing at the end of our pack of students decided to go against that rule, and they stayed behind. They started picking away at the garnet schist to get some garnets. This is what I did. This is the mountain of Daigiados, the tallest mountain in the Peloponnese. It's an area of a volcanic arc, as you'll see in the map later on. The volcanic arc of Greece. As we know, Greece is in a subduction zone, and wherever you have a subduction zone, you have volcanoes, you have earthquakes, you have magma chambers underneath. And this is what we have. We have a lot of volcanoes here in Greece as well. Now you see where you have that yellow saying their outer volcanic layer stretching to about from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And there is where that mountain is. That third finger on the left of the Peloponnese. That's where the mountain is. Anyway, we were on this field trip, and my husband went up the mountain with my younger son, and I stayed below with my elder son. He was about 10 years old at the time, and I saw the garnet schist, and I had no tools with me. It was lying under my feet, tons of it. You guys, tons of it. There must have been 1,000 garnets under my feet. And if you could get anywhere from $40 to $50 a carat for a mediocre garnet, and about $100 for an exceptional garnet. Garnets are beautiful. They're just beautiful. They look like rubies, but they're darker and red in color. I just love garnets. And they're in garnet, what's called garnet schist. It's like a quartzy mica looking thing, shiny under the sun, and you have these red blobs in it, shiny red blobs, of course, and you know that's garnet schist. It's called garnet schist. That's just one of the gems that we find plentifully available around us on the west coast, on the east coast of the United States, and wherever you have subductions and volcanoes and mountains. Where we have mountains. So, look, a mother of two. I lost it. I had no tools, and I had all these garnets, and I started looking around for pieces, and I started banging rocks together. I was sitting there, taking one piece of rock. I looked like, what? Lucy Neanderthal, hitting one rock against the other. And the people were saying, "What are you doing?" My son was saying, "Mom, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm trying to cut the rock, trying to get the garnets out." So I just, what did I do? I just couldn't. I had no tools. And you can't pick it with your key. That's not possible. Unless you have a very strong knife with you. Anyway, the geological picks are special. I mean, they're, here, this is what they look like. I mean, there are not many stones that look like this that are not garnet schist. This is garnet schist. Those reddish things, they're probably dusty. Those are garnets. You try to pick them out, okay? I couldn't, so I took pieces with me. I put them in my bag, 2 or 3 pieces, and took them home. That's how I was, I had lost it. But look, there are places in the United States that you can go to. They're usually horse ranches, beautiful places though to spend a day trip with your family, or a weekend, or maybe even a vacation. There are gem hunting vacations or horse riding vacations, and they usually give you a bucket. You pay by the bucket. A small bucket is like $20, and a larger bucket is $30. And you go around and you look around and you find things. Of course, it's good to have a little book as to what you're looking at. If you're not knowledgeable, it's good to train yourself to know what you're looking at. For example, if you're going gem hunting in Texas, there's a place called Texas Hill Country. Okay, it has beautiful mountains in West Texas, and there are gem hunters there that collect agates, opals. I love opals. Quartz, blue topaz, which is a gem. The state of the state's gem is blue topaz, and Texas doesn't keep track of how many gems are collected or sold each year, and it's against the law to remove stones from the state and local parks. As we said, we had gone on our field trip to a local park, a state park, and against the law to remove. But we had the adventurers at the end of trailing at the end of our line. One of them was keeping watch, and the other one was hacking away at the mountainside, and I will never forget that. And of course, we weren't going to tell on them. And but on private lands with on-site or nearby lodging, they offer gem hunters places to search and to stay on private land. There are places, for example, Stillwater Ranch, which is Stillwater Ranch south of Alpine, 8 miles from the Big Bend National Park, and also Sequist Family Ranch, Lindsay Ranch, Bar M Ranch. You have all these ranches. I'll leave a link below for you for that. But you have others that are, as we said, they price you by the bucket, and there are there are various spots in the United States where you can go hunting for these. Now, according to the International Gem Society, Donald Clark, CMS, International Gem Society, he has a listing of the top spots for gem hunting in the United States. There are so many. I'm sure that this is not all inclusive. Really, it's not. I believe it's not. He says when you think of mining for the big four gemstones, that is diamond, ruby, sapphire, and emerald, it's easy to imagine a place like India, South Africa, Colombia, but you can find those stones in plenty other gems hunting spots in the United States. Most of these sites are not on the same scale economically as mines in other countries, but they make exciting gemology themed vacations, destinations for the lone prospector or for the whole of the family. The children as well get very excited when they find something nice. So you can get your gear, and you can, not just gems, but even, other things like gold, for example. Now, you can find gemstones worth thousands of dollars where you never imagined treasures would be lying. So before you travel to any of these places, though, you have to confirm their dates, times, how much, how much you can stay, how much you can take with you, what it costs. Now, one of these sites is the Emerald Hollow Mine in Hiddenite, North Carolina, and you'll find their emeralds there. Emeralds in Hiddenite, only about an hour's drive from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's home to the only emerald mine in the United States, and it's open for public treasure hunting. So you can find out some beautiful things there. And now next is Crater of the Diamonds State Park, Murfreesboro, Arkansas. If you want to mine for diamonds, Murfreesboro is the place to go. Crater of the Diamonds State Park. It's the only existing mine where visitors can prospect for diamonds and keep their findings. You can keep what you find there. Stay at the park campsite, enjoy wildlife, the natural beauty of the scenery, and some sparkling stones as well, because you can keep whatever you find. You'll see diamonds everywhere, even lying in the dirt. But you can't rent equipment at the park for deeper digging, so you have to have pan stones. You have to pan for the stones, head over to the office so an appraiser can check out your stash to see how much your sparklers are worth. So far, visitors at the park have found well over 30,000 diamonds, including a 16-carat beauty in 1975, so your chances of landing a stone are high. So that's the first place you should go, is Arkansas. Gem Mountain, Spruce Pine, North Carolina. If you're looking for beautiful aquamarines, that's the place to go. Blue Ridge Mountains are the perfect place to prospect for beautiful bluestones, as well as rubies and moonstones. On-site geologists are there to help you and to inspect your findings to see if they're real, if they're the real deal. Lapidaries can spruce up and turn your gems into pieces of jewelry before you head home. Amazing, even for the children, as we said. Now, Cherokee Ruby and Sapphires, Franklin, North Carolina. Searching for rubies in Cherokee Ruby and Sapphire Mine, you can go through the rocks and dirt with the screens and look for precious treasures, including the sapphires, garnets, and what is rutile? I have no idea what rutile is, but anyway, garnet schists. The price of admission is low, fun level is high for the whole family. Now then, the next one is Gem Mountain Sapphire Mine, Phillipsburg, Montana. Montana, not far from Yellowstone. One of the most beautiful states in the country, Montana, and I agree, also makes great destination for gem hunting. Gem Mountain Sapphire Mine, that's the name of it, in Montana. For some stellar prospecting, you'll find what you find. You sift through the dirt and gravel at Gem Mountain Sapphires, and the staff will help you clean your gems and assess them. And so you'll know which stones are worth saving and even turning into wearable pieces. The next is Moorfield Mine, Amelia, Virginia. The Moorfield Mine is under an hour from Richmond, Virginia. It's known for its massive amount of Amazonite. Prospecting there, you'll also get rewarded with garnet, amethyst, beryl, topaz, and many other minerals. Rainbow Ridge Opal Mine. I love opals, they're so beautiful. The Opal Mine in Virgin Valley, Nevada. Colorful, unusual opals. Eye-catching gem in Rainbow Ridge Opal Mine. This mine has produced very valuable stones, some worth upward of $50,000. So you have to, again, bring your tools and buckets. You'll do some serious digging to get to the treasure there, but your hard work could very well pay very handsomely. The mine is open from May to September. Bonanza Opal Mine, Denio, Nevada. They're beautiful. Opals are so beautiful. If you're gem hunting for opals, fire opals, visit the Bonanza Opal Mine in Denio, Nevada. The mine again is open from May to September. Then you have the Crystal Grove Diamond Mine, St. Johnsville in New York. New York. Okay, so for all you Easterners there, home to Broadway shows, plenty of shopping, Times Square, and geology students who hack away at state rocks or gems, even though it's against the law. But did you know that New York State is a great place for mining gemstones? Crystal Grove Diamond Mine in St. Johnsville, New York. It's a place to go for Herkimer diamonds, beautiful quartz crystals. These crystals were first discovered in New York. The perfect clarity of some of these stones make them very popular with gem hunters. More gem hunting sites open to the public. Storolite gems can form natural cross shapes. Okay, well, these are other gems as well. Fairstone State Park in Stewart, Virginia. And also amethysts in Jackson's Crossroads Amethyst Mine in Wilkes County, County in Georgia for amethysts. Gem hunting alternatives, Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. Okay, so that's basically it. But there are. I'm not gonna lie. I shouldn't. Don't go against the law. And when you're in a state park, okay, or a park where you're not allowed to take and remove the gems that you find there, please don't. Let me make that clear for you. Don't. You're going to get into a lot of trouble if they find them on you. Don't. Please don't. So, okay, that's, I think this is very exciting. We talk about volcanoes, we talk about, earthquakes, subduction zones, we talk about all this stuff. But if you want a beautiful holiday where you get close to nature, you get dirty, you get dusty, you get your hands and your fingernails broken, make sure your fingernails are cut properly, you're going to have a wonderful time. It's very exciting. You may end up like me. I lost it. Wow, I look, it's a fortune. I should go back now that I have more free time. I should go back, make a field trip, make a video of that. But I'm sorry, I have a cold. I'm just now getting over it. Actually, it was a flu from what the doctor told us. And what can I tell you? Yeah, it's exciting when you just take a closer look at what's under your feet, or when you take a closer look at what's above your head in the sky. If we just take some time and give ourselves that beautiful gift of just, even just to sit outside and meditate and pray. You know how many times Jesus has shown himself to people that pray? Most times. In your solitude. He's so in this day and age, we run around, we hardly have any time to do that. But it's important to do that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed this. And I'll leave links below for you for this, where these locations are. I'm sure there's one of them around you in every single state, I'm sure. I'll leave links below for you for this. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.